Hi students, this is Viswanath Chemistry faculty for NEET and IIT exams. See the next numerical. During an adiabatic process, the pressure of gas is found to be proportional to the cube of its absolute temperature. The ratio of Cp by Cv for gas is, okay, here given condition is pressure of gas is found to be proportional to cube of its absolute temperature. That is, P is directly proportional to T cube. This is the given condition. For adiabatic process, we know that P pressure and temperature relation P power 1 minus gamma into T power gamma equal to constant. Now we are dividing these powers with the same value, that is 1 minus gamma. So P power 1 minus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma into T power gamma divided by 1 minus gamma equal to constant. From this we can get pressure P into T power gamma by 1 minus gamma equal to constant. From this we can get P is directly proportional to T power gamma by gamma minus 1. Let it be expression equation 1. This is equation 2. From 1 and 2 we can equalize these powers. Gamma divided by gamma minus 1, that equal to 3. Finally gamma equal to 3 by 2. Okay. So what is the answer? Option A is the answer. Students, practice these numericals carefully. Next, important points in exothermic reaction. Already we know that exothermic reaction means heat energy is released. Enthalpy Hp less than Hr. Here Hp means enthalpy of the products, Hr means enthalpy of the reactants. So enthalpy of the reactants is more than products. So condition is Hp less than Hr, then delta H equal to Hp minus Hr, that is negative. Endothermic reactions Hp greater than Hr, enthalpy of the products greater than enthalpy of the reactants, then delta H equal to Hp minus Hr, that equal to positive. Now next one, if the reaction occurs without any change in volume, that means delta N equal to 0. Delta N, what is that? Difference in number of moles of the products minus number of moles of the reactants. There is no change in delta in number of moles, then delta N equal to 0. That means volume is also equal on both the sides. Then delta H equal to delta U. Actually, what is the formula? This is the formula. Delta H equal to delta U plus delta N RT. Here delta N becomes 0 means change in internal energy is equal to change in enthalpy of the reaction. If the reaction occurs with decrease in volume, that is delta N equal to negative, then delta H equal to delta U minus delta N RT. From this we can say, what is the relation between delta H and delta U? Which is bigger? Delta U is bigger value, is bigger than delta H. So condition is delta H less than delta U. Next, if the reaction occurs with increase in volume, that means delta N equal to positive, then delta H equal to delta U plus delta N RT. Now delta H value is greater than delta U. Okay, remember these conditions carefully. Next one, the standard physical state for a substance. The physical state of a substance under standard conditions is known as standard physical states. What are the standard conditions? 25 degrees Celsius and 1 atmosphere pressure. These are called standard conditions. Under these conditions, the physical state of particular substance is called standard physical state for that substance. Next, bond enthalpy or bond dissociation enthalpy. Enthalpy means heat change. Say this, the change in enthalpy when 1 mole of covalent bonds of a gaseous covalent compound is broken to form products in gas phase. Take a covalent compound in gaseous state. In that, to break 1 mole of covalent bonds, The change in enthalpy is called bond enthalpy or bond dissociation enthalpy. That means 1 mole of covalent bonds are broken into products. Those products are also in the gaseous state. Say this. In case of diatomic molecules, the bond enthalpy is equal to bond dissociation enthalpy of the molecule. Example, diatomic molecule hydrogen H2 gas gives rise to hydrogen atoms present in the gaseous state. For this, bond enthalpy is 435 kilojoule per mole. This value is also called bond dissociation enthalpy because to break this hydrogen-hydrogen bond, how much energy is required means this much amount of energy. So, in this process, gaseous reactants are converted to gaseous products. Enthalpy change is 435 kilojoule. This is bond enthalpy and also bond dissociation enthalpy because molecule is dissociated into gaseous atoms. Now come to the polyatomic molecules. In these two cases we can observe. In case of polyatomic molecules, bond dissociation enthalpy is different for same type of bonds within the same molecule. Example, ethyl alcohol, formula C2H5OH. This is the structure, CH3, CH2OH. Here CH bond is there, here CH bond is there. Both are have same number of same type of bonds, CH bond, but the bond dissociation enthalpy for this CH is not same as that of bond dissociation enthalpy of this CH bond because here CH bond is surrounded by CO bond, but here CH bond is surrounded by CC bond. That's why chemical environment is different. So same type of bond present in same molecule do not have same bond dissociation enthalpy. Another example, methane. In this only one type of bond is there, CH. 4 CH bonds are there. The CH bond dissociation enthalpy of this bond is not equal to bond dissociation enthalpies of remaining CH bonds. Similarly, each CH bond, this bond dissociation enthalpy is not equal to remaining 3. Because after breaking this bond, the chemical environment is changed. That's why each CH bond having different bond dissociation enthalpy in this molecule. Okay, so this type of change, new thing we can observe in polyatomic molecules. Another type of observation is in case of some polyatomic molecules, bond dissociation enthalpy is different for same type of bond present in different molecules. Here within the molecule same type of bond, here same type of bond in different molecules, H2O, OH, OH. This is one OH, this is another OH. C2H5OH, here one OH bond is there. Generally what we expect, here OH bond having same bond dissociation enthalpy, but practically that is not correct. This OH bond dissociation enthalpy is not equal to OH bond dissociation enthalpy in this molecule. Though these two molecules having same type of OH bond dissociation enthalpies are not same because here chemical environment is different. Here OH bond is surrounded by another OH bond. Here OH bond is surrounded by CO bond. That's why due to the different chemical environment in the adjacent atoms, same type of bond does not have same bond dissociation enthalpy in different molecules. Students, understand these 2 points carefully. So, polyatomic molecules like this. In this case, we want bond dissociation enthalpy means we should consider mean bond enthalpy because same type of bond 4 bonds are there, same type of bonds 2 bonds are there. So for these type of polyatomic molecules, we should consider mean bond enthalpy. Mean bond enthalpy or average bond enthalpy is equal to, heat of dissociation of the substance divided by number of covalent bonds broken. Now come to the CH4 molecule. In that CH bonds are there. Here only CH bonds are there. For the dissociation of this molecule, how much heat energy is required? 1665 kilojoule. So mean bond enthalpy of CH bond equal to 1665 divided by 4. 4 covalent bonds, 4 CH bonds are broken. Then we can get 416.25 kilojoule. This is bond enthalpy required for one CH bond. This is the equation. CH4 gives rise to C plus 4 hydrogens. Then bond dissociation of heat of dissociation of methane molecule delta H is 1665 kilojoule per mole. Similarly, for water, H2O gives rise to 2H plus oxygen. For this molecule, heat of dissociation is 470.5 kilojoule per mole. Mean bond enthalpy of OH bond is 470 divided by 5 divided by 2. 470.5 divided by 2. This is heat of dissociation of water molecule. Number of covalent bonds, 2 covalent bonds. These are 2 covalent bonds, 1, 2. So mean bond enthalpy of OH bond is this one, 235.25 kilojoule. So finally, for a chemical reaction, we can say enthalpy of the reaction delta R H naught equal to sigma bond enthalpies of reactants minus bond enthalpies of products. From this, we can calculate enthalpy of the reaction. Practice well. We'll meet you in the next class.